Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, where I review websites and apps to make a bit of money online. Most platforms I mention will pay you via PayPal, gift cards, cryptocurrencies, and much more. In today's video, I wanted to give you a few updates from IP Royal Pawns. I made a full review about it a couple months ago, where I also showed you my payment proof. However, a few things have changed since then. For those who find out about IP Royal for the first time, it's basically an app to make money passively, sharing some of your unused internet connection. The way it works is that you will need to install the app on your computer, and IP Royal's network will share your internet connection with businesses for research purposes, such as advertising verification, content distribution, market research, and much more. For example, if a company wants to check local prices and make sure an ad campaign they started in your country is showing up when needed, they will use your internet connection to check. They also give another example here that I had shared in my previous IP Royals review about geo-blocking. For example, if someone gets an error, such as this content is not available in your country, IP Royal Pawns offers a solution for those who need to access and stream any type of content they normally wouldn't be able to. To sum up, businesses pay IP Royal to use your internet connection via the IP Royals app installed on your computer, so they can access content available in your own country. You will not see anything happening on your computer once you install the app and log in. Everything is done in the background. I joined IP Royal very early on and received this email saying that 300 Pawns or users were using the app by February 6, 2021. Then on March 21st, over 10,000 users were using IP Royal, and it keeps growing very fast. So as I said earlier, a few changes were made lately. Up until recently, IP Royal was only available on Windows computers, but one of the biggest updates so far is that it is now also available on macOS. If you haven't signed up yet, make sure to click on the link in the description below, then click on sign up, and sign up again, then enter your information and hit register. Once you're registered, go to IP Royal's dashboard at Pawns.iproyal.com, log in using the credentials you created, and go to the download section to install IP Royal. Simply click on Windows 32 or 64 bits if you have a Windows computer, and you can now also install it on Mac. For Windows users, if you're not sure whether your computer is 32 or 64 bits, I will show you quickly how you can check that. Simply click on the Start menu, click on Settings from this gear icon, then select System, scroll down to About, and check System Type. You will see whether your Windows operating system is 32 or 64 bits. There's a good chance your Windows computer is already 64 bits, unless you have a very old computer. So you can now select 32 or 64 bits, depending on the information I showed you. The installation process is quite simple, but I will show you anyway. After downloading the app, click on the installer and leave everything as default by clicking Next, I agree, Next, and Install. Once IP Royal is installed, go back to the Start menu and start typing IP Royal. It should then show as IP Royal Pawns. Click there, and that's it. As you can see, my balance is $2.95, and I sold a bit over 14 gigabytes of traffic. Now that the app is launched, you can close it, as it will stay open in the background on the bottom right corner near the clock. If you want to quickly check your earnings, just click on it and open it up like this. The second update of IP Royal is that you can now get paid via Bitcoin. Previously, payments were available on PayPal and Payoneer, but they have now removed Payoneer and added Bitcoin instead. So you can now get your payments on both PayPal and Bitcoin. The minimum withdrawal amount with PayPal is still only $1, and on average, you should be able to make that amount within about a week if you leave the app running on your computer around 8 hours a day. Of course, it might not be worth it if you only leave your computer running for the purpose of earning money with IP Royal. I recommend you only leave it open when you actually use your computer at the same time, unless you leave other similar apps running at the same time, such as Honeygain and PacketStream. I made videos about these two other platforms that are very similar to IP Royal, and I will leave the links below if you're interested in making a small passive income. So with Bitcoin, the minimum withdrawal amount is $5, and there will be a small $1.50 fee. However, if you use Bitlocus Bitcoin address, there is no fee. I actually created an account with them earlier, but I haven't transferred Bitcoins to this website yet, as I currently have $2.95. I will leave the link from Bitlocus in the description below for you to sign up. So as soon as you hit your first $5, you can transfer them to this website and get some Bitcoins. Before you request your first payment, make sure you go to the settings by clicking on your email address on the top right corner and click on Settings. From there, you can select your default payout method. My PayPal is currently selected as default, but you can now choose Bitcoin and enter your Bitcoin address. Here they mention what I told you earlier, which is the $1.50 fee when requesting Bitcoins. But if you use Bitlocus, no fee will be applied. IP Royal also mentioned that they are working on a Linux and Android app. So hopefully this should be available quite soon as well. I also wanted to take the opportunity of this video to answer some of the most common questions I got from the review I made with IP Royal a couple months ago. A few questions I got were, how can I increase my earnings? Or things like, the amount of money I will earn won't cover my power consumption. And another one I got was, I've been using this app for a month but haven't earned anything. So to answer the first question, the best ways to increase your earnings are the following. Install IP Royal on multiple unique residential IP addresses. If you have two computers at home, for example, you can use one connected to your internet service provider and the other one connected with your mobile network. Make sure you don't install the app on multiple devices from the same network, because this is not allowed. You can also refer people to IP Royal and get 10% of their earnings. To do so, go back to the IP Royal's dashboard and the affiliate section, copy the link here and share it with your friends, family, or subscribers if you have a YouTube channel, for example. I have actually withdrawn $1.10 to my PayPal account last month from my referral earnings, as you can see here, and I currently have another $3.07 of unpaid commissions. To withdraw it, simply click on Withdraw here, and it will automatically be paid to your default payout method. For the comments saying that earnings made from IP Royal may not cover your power consumption can be true if you leave your computer on for the only purpose of earning money. However, as IP Royal mentions in this email, keeping the app running while you do other tasks on your computer definitely is worth it. And for another comment I got where someone said that he had been using the app for a month and didn't earn anything, I'd say the reason is that IP Royal's partners might not need any or much traffic from some countries at the moment. This is still a very new company, so my guess is that you will eventually earn from IP Royal in the near future. I hope you have a better understanding of how IP Royal works, and feel free to leave a comment if you have any other questions. Thank you all for watching, and see you next week.